Hello, Vacho. Let's read this question. A solid sphere falls with a terminal velocity of v in air. If it is allowed to fall in vacuum, which of the following options is correct? So what happens is when there is a solid sphere, this is a solid sphere, and it is allowed to fall freely in air. So it is surrounded by air. So when this falls with some velocity v, there is some viscous force. The force which is used to disperse the air between below it to its side, there is some viscous force which is acting on this. This viscous force keeps increasing as velocity increases. So the force viscous is directly proportional to the velocity. So as this velocity increases, the force increases till the point when the viscous force is equal to the gravitational pull, which is mg. So once these two are equal, the total force on this body is going to be mg in the downward direction and force viscous in the upward direction, such that acceleration is now is equal to c. So it now reaches a constant velocity which is known as the terminal velocity. In vacuum, if we have the same sphere falling freely under the force of gravity mg, there is no viscous force. There are no particles that it has to remove from below it to come downwards. So there is the force viscous is going to be equal to zero at all points. So the body never reaches a terminal velocity or a constant velocity, it keeps accelerating. The acceleration is always greater than zero and it keeps accelerating and it never reaches a terminal velocity. The velocity keeps increasing as long as the body is falling free. So in this case, if it is allowed to fall in vacuum, we can say that the sphere never attains terminal velocity. So option D is correct for this question. I hope you've understood how I've solved the question. Answer is option D, that the sphere never attains a terminal velocity. Thank you very much.